Hi friends, new and old. Welcome back to the channel. It's your Friendship, and today we're back at Monster High, and since it's Fangtober, I decided we needed a brand new set for all the dolls we're going to open this month, and I'm going to have to open this Monster High Boutique Hotel. I'm super excited for this playset because Monster High playsets are some of the best. I love them so much. I love all of the accessories, the furniture pieces. They're so cool for pictures, for just display, dioramas, whatever you're doing. I just love them so much. This has a really nice fold to store feature, which I really like compared to the high school. The high school was ginormous, and it's just kind of sitting in a spare room because I don't have anywhere to put it at the moment. We have 5 different play areas and 13 different pieces. It does have the 80th Mattel logo on it. I ordered this from Walmart.com because it was $99 on Walmart.com. On Amazon at the time, it was $110, $111, something like that. And then it went down after I ordered this, like the next day or so. It went down to $99 on Amazon as well. So this isn't too bad, still kind of expensive, but I just had to have it. I couldn't wait like I did with the school. I can't believe I bought the school for less than I paid this for. That's crazy. There are surprises in every room, it says, and we've got all kinds of different things. Looks like we've got a staircase here and a fireplace. The bedroom has a bed and then a bed and another bed here. Looks like maybe a pet bed up here. Another bathroom. How do we have 2 Monster High toilets so far? That's strange. And a really cool kitchen. This I'm actually really excited for. I think this is really fun. Looks like we have a little sitting area over here. Maybe a sign-in desk. And we've got some pets with us. That's cool. This chair looks really neat. Really neat. It says 1 playset, assembly required, 6 pieces of furniture, some assembly required, and 12 accessories. All right, let's take a look at this side, because once we get past this, we're actually going to have to change the box to portrait mode. Change the box to portrait mode. Change the box to, standing straight up. Anyways, over here, it does say that it's fold to store, and we can see the 360 here. We've got another image of the house. So this must be like the front of the house, the inside of the house, partially closed up and fully closed up. Maybe something like that. That over there tells us again, surprises in every room. All right. And then this way, we stand it up like this. And I'm going to have to raise you guys up so you can check it out. So we have the Monster High Boutique Hotel, and it's pretty much the same image. We just have Nefra in the bathroom over here. Looks like over here we have a haunted mirror, a monster reveal, and a fridge pop-out. All right. And then this side of the box is also like this. And we get a really nice image of the front of the box with Draculaura right there. And then it kind of gives us an idea of all the different accessories that come in the box. Pretty cool. I'm so excited for this. All right, the last thing I want to show you is on the other side here. And that is going to be the UPC. So in case you're looking for it, here's the UPC. I found mine at Walmart, so maybe Walmart will start getting them a little bit sooner. All right, let's get to unboxing this. Ta-da! Let's see if I can get this to hold itself right there. Move this down here a little bit so we kind of have a space to put some of the stuff as we move it out of here. Let's see, so we got a bed. Looks like this holds some furniture of some kind. Some more accessories. Furniture pieces. Ooh, here's the chair. Cool. Alright. It's gotta be something, right? Let's see. That might be like the table. Maybe some kitchen pieces. Let's see. Oh, like the reception desk? Okay. Here's the instructions. We're gonna need these. Oh, and then does it look like this just kind of lifts out in pieces? Look at that, that's like paper. Hopefully that's not like bent. Let's see. That just comes out. And then looks like these walls just kind of lift out in panels. So our kitchen, really cool. There's this one. Another bed. Ooh, that's cute. Cute little sidewall. Alright, so that's like trash. Trash. Oh, there's the toilet. We found the toilet. Ah! Nothing like a Monster High toilet. I don't know. Part of a wall or something. Another wall. Oh, look at this one. Oh, ruin. Cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much stuff in here. All right, let me get the rest of this out of this box, and then we'll start putting it together step by step based on the instructions. All right, let's take a look at the instructions. So it does give us all of our contents that we should have. All the different little pieces should have came in the box. And then it does give us step-by-step instructions on how to start assembling each one of the rooms. Super excited to start putting this together. Look at how cool that looks. Oh! All right, let's get started. Okay, so first step, assembly. So we're taking these pieces and putting them together. And then it looks like we're attaching the staircase. Okay, let's find those pieces. All right, so first one is this piece, and it says beware on the welcome mat. Okay, so that's our floor. And then this is the wall that we're doing. So this has our fireplace. Look at the eyeballs in there. And the little grate here has a spider web. The skull, the books. Can we tell what the books say? The Goth, Grimoire, Secret Potions 2. Look at that mirror up there. So cool. The candles, the Howling, Travel for Mummies, The Haunting, Monsters Uncovered, Cooking for Gargoyles. Let's see, we had those. Unearthed, and I don't, something Hollywood Mysteries. That's really cool. Ghosting 101, Unwrapped, Book of Magic. And then up here, The Black Cat, Buried Secrets, Nomics, Hauntonomics, Modern Vampirism, Mad Science, Secret Potions, Horoscopes. Really cool, really cool. So this is like the front room, and this is going to snap down right into our floor, just like this. Ta-da! And the next thing we have to do is put the bed on the roof. So here is the bed. This is definitely Twyla's bed. We've got the bed bugs, her sleep mask, spider webs and bugs all over the bed. So she's gonna go up top. What is all this? Just swirly whirlies. So that's gonna go right up top here and snap right down in. I'm guessing it snaps in like this. Ta-da! Now we have the roof. Nice. Alright, so that's our first room. And this is the front door. Check that out. I love it. So cool. Let's see. So the next thing is to attach the staircase. The staircase attaches to a couple of little knobby holy things so that it can kind of rotate. Looks like there's a knobby holy thing up in this thing. Okay, you see that purple thing? That's where the top part of the stairs, this part, is going to hook into. So we're going to push that up into there. And then the bottom part is going to go underneath the floor and hook into this part right there. There we go. Now we have our stairs, and the stairs can swivel to be like this, or they can swivel out of the way. Pretty cool. Looks like the next steps are putting these two things together to create a floor to put our kitchen in. So let's find these pieces. All right, so this must be our kitchen floor. Some pretty cool skullet tiles down there. And then this doohickey, and it just kind of sits in there. Doesn't like, you know, connect or whatever. I think it will once we put the actual kitchen in. And here's the kitchen. Look over here. Look, there's a potion bottle. Really cool. Oh, there's Deuce's little critter cake thing. Oh, look, the sponge is a skullet. There's a stove and a sink, some little shelves, an oven. Oh, and inside the oven looks like we're making brain bread for Golia. Microwave? And like a window. There's some snacks up here. Biscuits, cup of brains, some of the goldfish, some little crackers and cookies and cereals. It's pretty cool. And then a really cool coffin-shaped fridge and freezer. Apparently when we open this, something's supposed to hand us a drink. Oh. So when we open it, there's a little skeleton hand that comes bouncing out. Not much over here, just some drippies and spider webs. Inside, looks like we've got a couple of things in here. So, some ice cream. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Ice cream, some milk, some eyeballs and some juice, some eggs. Wow, look at all the energy drinks down in there. Something with oranges, some Vamp Cola, grains, milk, oat milk. Some kind of vegetables, maybe? I kind of wish, like, underneath, down in here, there were bugs or something. Alright, cool. Neat. So this slides onto the top of this. Alright, I mean, this still isn't, like, secure? I don't understand why that's just, like, chilling there. But there's the kitchen. Looks like we're gonna take our sidewall, and that's gonna probably hold that piece in for our kitchen. And then looks like we're gonna put the floor to, I think, the bathroom on top and hold that in even further. So the wall that we're installing on the inside of the kitchen is going to have this window with the tree and the spider webs and the lights. And then look at the wallpaper. The skeletons. Very Haunted Mansion feeling to me. Really cool. I love the color scheme. Alright, so this just slides down into this and then attaches to the wall. So down into that, and then pop it into the wall. On this side, we have the window with WotC. And I love that the window, so you can, like, you know, there's depth to the window. Really cool. Really cool. Alright, so there's the kitchen, and then this is the floor to the bathroom. Similar tile to the kitchen, just different color. And we're going to pop this on. Right up here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the next thing looks like we are going to connect these two rooms, and then we're going to pop a, like, stick through the bottom of it, and it'll hold the two rooms together in those hinges. Here's the stick that we are shoving up through the bottom. Alright, we've got those connected, so that little piece just shoves right up the bottom, and you guide it right on through, and then it connects. So that'll help hold those two together, so we can open and close it. Looks like next we're looking for maybe a balcony and the bedroom wall. Alright, so the bedroom wall. Intro to talismans. So this looks like this is probably part of Twyla's room, and then Draculaura's room. I love that we see bits and pieces from past playsets or accessories. Really cool. So that's the inside. The outside, we have Crescent sitting in a chair. And some stuff on the walls. Really cool. I love the windows, the way that they're done. Outside of the house, the roof. Really cool. So it looks like right here is where we're going to stick this balcony. And there we go. Now we got a little balcony on the outside. And this is going to go up above the living room. So let's go there. So right up here is where we are popping this in. You can see even it says 2B and 2B, so you kind of have an idea of where it's going, but the instructions are pretty good. They just don't have those like 2B thing on there. So then that'll just snap right down in. And we've got our bedroom walls. Nice. And a little balcony to walk out on. How cool. Alright, let's see what the next step is. Alright, so it looks like the next step is building another room. Oh, I think this is like the bathroom? Yep. So we're building the room, the bathroom, and then we're popping that on the top. Alright, let's look for those pieces. Okay, so the next step is putting together our bathroom. Here's our bathroom. I think this is the inside of the shower. A loofah and some shampoo, conditioner, maybe some body wash. You have little skeletons over here in the wall. And I love the spider webbing. Really, really cool. On the other side, it looks like stained glass. So that's the other side of the shower. Really cool. Outside looks pretty similar to the inside. We have two things that we're attaching. We're attaching this piece here, and this is the wall that separates the shower from the rest of the room. And it also has our vanity on it. The vanity has a little mirror, as you can see there. And that's going to get attached right in like that. The other wall is this one, and this looks like this is maybe outside the shower or on the other side. We have a little cart with a bunch of like face masks and blow dryer, brush, tissues, highball flowers. We have our towel, and then some kind of tiled wall here with towels. What's this say? Monster High 13 Eau de Perfume, and then a little air freshener, a plant, and a couple more like body wash, shampoo type stuff. All right, and that is going to attach to this wall right like this. The other side of that wall shows a bit of the ceiling, and then I guess I'm gonna have to move you over here to do this. So the ceiling, and then another window, and there's ruin in the window. How cool is that? So much fun. This place that is so cool. All right, and now we just have to take and put this into here and snap it in, and then we'll have our bathroom. All right, so it looks like the next part is going to be popping in that little stick to hold the hinges together, and then we're going to put in the shower, the sink, and the toilet. All right, here's where we're going to put this down in. Make sure it goes through all of them, and then it just pushes right down in there. The toilet just hooks onto a little spot, see? Like that. It doesn't stay on there very good. When we lift the toilet, this little eyeball monster comes out of the toilet. Fun. It kind of reminds me of like Ghostbusters toys. That's where our sink is gonna go. So there's our little gold sink. Cool. And then we have to put our shower head in, and it looks like it might go, it might twist. Yeah, twist. All right, so this is gonna go into these holes on the wall here. Let's see if I can get it to shove in there. Okay. And all right, there's our shower, our sink, and our toilet. Really cool. I mean, it's like we had a lot of bathrooms in Monster High. So next, it looks like we're putting together the upstairs bedroom. So we'll be building the bed and then putting in the leg pieces for Draculaura, and looks like we're hanging the sign. All right, here's where these little pieces for Draculaura's legs go. Guess that just hooks in there. There we go. We can hang her legs. For the bed, it has two little feet, so we're gonna pop the feet into the bottom of the bed, right into these pieces right here. Oh my gosh, look under the bed. There's potions, and then like the best friends potions, and little cactuses, and a phone, a television screen, and books. Cool, it's like its own little room under there. I guess that's probably Twyla's. How cool, what a neat, like how many times are you ever gonna see that? Like really cool to see that. All right, and it looks like the bed hooks into these and it might be able to like raise and lower. So it's got this like hook to it. So let me go ahead and pop that into place and we'll see what that's like. All right, and the bed's in place and it can raise and lower. So we could pull that up and have television and just kind of like sit here and enjoy ourselves. That's kind of cool. And then it lowers down for a bed. Oh my gosh. It's so neat. So neat. So we have to put the headboard on. And the headboard looks like this. And it snaps into the side of this wall over here. Let me move this a little bit because we're going to have to look at it to put in the sign too. So this just snaps. Well, it looks like it snaps into this piece too, so it's just going to snap right in. There we go. Now we have a little headboard on the bed. It doesn't stop the bed from rising and lowering, so that's good. And then we have this spot over here that holds this little thing. This is for our sign, like welcome sign, shop sign. I can get it on here. There we go. One-handed. Okay, cool. And here is the sign, Monster High Boutique Hotel. I wish it was on both sides, but it is just on the one side, unfortunately. And that'll hang right here on this thing. And get it on there. Get on there. Get on there. I'm going to probably have to have two hands. All right. There we go. Now the sign is hung. All right, so it looks like next we're putting together the table that goes to the kitchen. And it looks like kind of like a, I don't know, arch type of thing at the top of the house and a chimney. So those pieces are this. Really cool. Oh, I think it's a pet bed. And then here's one of the balcony pieces. Here's the piece that has the chimney on it. And then these are the sides to the table. Really cool. I love the color. This is the other one. And then the table itself is that coffin piece. It's kind of got like little studs and rivets in it. So that's our table. And they're going up on the top, these other pieces. So let's see how that works. All right, up here at the top, and we're gonna put in our pet bed. Looks like that goes in just like that. Okay. And then the chimney goes in over here. So that gives us our chimney. I wish it stood up a little straighter instead of so like, I guess the wall wasn't like fully connected. There we go. Just like staying fully connected to it. All right, and there is the chimney, the pet bed is attached, and then the other railing goes on this wall over here. All right, let's put that table together. Okay, so the table is together. It's kind of lopsided, like, you see that? It is supposed to go that way. Yeah. And then it attaches to the wall by the kitchen. Let's see. And then I guess it hooks in right over here. Ugh. Like this. There we go. And then I guess this can fold in and out. I don't think it really can. It can't fold like in because of the fridge. So it just kind of stays attached to the outside. I guess it can fold out, but weird. I would say this is kind of like a bar in the kitchen. All right, cool. Let's see, the next step after this looks like it's just exploring and putting some of the accessories together. So we've got to put our chairs together and our little footstool together and the bar stools. And then we'll start taking a look at some of the really cool stuff that this thing can do. Storage, how to close it up, everybody all hanging out in it. I love that Nefra's in this. Really cool. And then all of the pieces. Okay, well, let me put the final touches on it and then we'll take a closer look. Alright, so the furniture pieces are together. Here is the chair with the clawed feet. Really cool. I love when they do that, these little monster feet. Design on the back of the chair, in the front, and then on the top. So there's a really cool chair. And we did take a small look at this. This is the welcome desk. Has the inkwell and the pen and the book. I'm not sure what might sit on top of that. Or in here, if there is something that could stick in either of these spots, I'm not sure. Maybe a drink? No, they don't have any holes in the bottom of them. So like, I mean, I don't think that would work either. So I'm not sure. There's just like a little spot. Maybe this is a bell. Maybe this is a bell and that's just the inkwell for the pen. Who knows? But that's a cool little like welcome desk. We do have this, which is our little footstool. It has Skelett buttons on there. And the top of this comes off to reveal a game board like what Twyla plays. So that's pretty cool. And then we do have the two bar stools right here. Back of them looks like this. Really nice. Little spider webs in the corners there and a spider web base for each one of those to go next to the bar in the kitchen. We do have a piece to the game board here, and that's this castle or school. This just has to be pushed down into the game board here. Here we go. So now we have the school and the door, and then we do get two little bunnies and two little dice to play the game with. Really cool. And they can be stored right in the top of, or right in here for your board game. Really cool. We also get a little pot for the stove, and it comes with a little lid. And we also have some stuff to put in the pot, which is this gooey goop. And now we're cooking something in the pot on the stove. We've got two little cups with spiderweb designs on them. Two pieces of food, like two plates of food. Looks like breakfast, eggs and pancakes. Fruit. A carton of orange juice. She looks angry. Angry orange juice. That's cool. Oh, it's a blood orange, I bet. And these are two soap dispensers, I think. They could be shampoo and conditioner for the shower, but I think one would go next to the sink in the bathroom and one would go next to the sink in the kitchen. There's also this little energy drink. Fright Fizz Cola. So just like a little soda. We get 2 forks. So you can see the ends of the 2 forks. And we get 2 knives. The last accessory here is this little cauldron mug. And I love this. This is so cute. Love it. How cool is that for Halloween? Alright, and just to show what a doll looks like in here, I've got my Spectra, and she stands pretty good in the door. She can easily come in and out of the door. I really like that. She looks nice next to the fireplace. She can easily walk up the steps to go into the bedroom up top. Let's see if she can sit in the chair pretty good. Yeah, she can sit in the chair. Really nice. And she looks good at the desk. She looks good in the kitchen. Let's go up top and check out the bedroom and the bathroom. So here is the bedroom. We can lay Spectra right on the bed. So she's just hanging out, taking a nap. She could stand on the balcony like that. Really cool. I love that they all fit. That's so cool. So she can go in the shower. And then let's see if we can she sit on the toilet? So if we have her feet to the front, it's not going to let us sit her down. But if we put her feet to the side, she'll sit down and stay on the toilet. Otherwise, she falls forward, or the toilet comes up off the floor. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, speaking of Spectra, isn't she supposed to haunt the mirror in the front room? So, I think it's this. Yeah, cool. Cool, I love that. That's really fun. Really, really fun. And that was the surprise in here. The surprise is the bed in the bedroom. The bathroom is the monster in the toilet. And the kitchen is that skeleton hand in the refrigerator here that comes out. And I think he's supposed to hold our soda. So when we open it, he's handing us our soda. Isn't he such a nice little skeleton hand? We could probably put our orange juice in here as well. Put our silverware in the sink because it's dirty. Our pot on the stove. Maybe our cups go down. Well. Put the cups down in there. Plates of food over on the table. There should be some kind of soap in the bathroom and the kitchen. I wonder if this can actually sit up here on the sink or if the sink's too small for it. I think the sink is too small in the bathroom for soap. Oh, you know what? I bet it goes in the shower. Let me show you where these go. Right up in the shower, you can see that little basket here, and that's where the shampoo and conditioner go. How cool! Neat! There's all kinds of fun things in this playset. This is a really, really cool Monster High playset. If you really wanted a Monster High playset, but the school was just too big for you, I think this is a really, really cool alternative. I love the different rooms. We have a bathroom, a bedroom, a living room, and a kitchen. So we have lots of space, lots of outdoor space to play. I think this is really cool. I'm super excited to open up the birthday dolls, Draculaura Scary Sweet Birthday dolls, because this is where they go for that. So super cool to film that with this playset. Alright, well, there's a look at Monster High's Boutique Hotel playset. This thing is awesome. So cool. Really, really love this playset. So many possibilities for doll photography, for dioramas, for just play, to have it for display. It stores up and folds up. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this up so we can see what this looks like all closed. And then we'll get out of here. All right, so it folds up really nice. The bed has to go up and for it to close, but that is the front of the building. And over on the side, the stairs and the table do not fold in, so they do stick out. That's unfortunate. The stairs are harder to remove than the table, but you could remove the table, maybe store that inside and then attach it to the outside when you're ready to play. Let me move Spectra so we can kind of rotate this around a little bit. Over on this side, little windows, so cool. All right, let's see if I can rotate this with those two things on the other side. Oh my gosh, look at this side of the house, guys. Okay, so there's the top with the stained glass windows. Then when we come down here, we've got that branchy, viney tree growing, and we have all the eyeballs in it. And then we also have this really cool little fountain with the tentacles coming out of it. That's amazing. So many cool picture possibilities here. You can have somebody standing inside and then somebody standing on the outside. This table could be out here, so maybe we're having an outdoor garden party. Some really cool, fun things about this playset. I think this is just so cool. I really, really like this. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out today and for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Is this a playset you're going to get? Do you like that it folds up and it's a little more compact than what we had with the high school? Do you think you'd have space for this in your collection if that's something you're interested in? I really love it. Definitely worth it for me. I'm super excited to have this and add this to the collection for Monster High G3. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next thing we open from Monster High. We have a lot of Monster High coming out this month because it's Finktober and the Halloween spooky vibe is in the air. And if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and stick around because I want to see you in the next video. Until next time, bye.